was lost inside confusion and a nightmare of a dream. I did not know which God to turn to, or if it were up to me, until some simple words were spoken and I gratefully received. And just one prayer sprang up within me, and I started whispering, I need Jesus.
I got connected to the BSU through my older sister Cynthia with the BSU, and she strongly encouraged me to get involved as well. After like the first time or two that I was here, I just wanted to be involved.
I got involved with the BSU pretty much by Jabin hounding me over and over again, and just finding that there was just people there that I really got along with and connected with, and then just basically because I love to play music and I wanted to do that. So
I got involved because somebody from the BSU invited me to an event. Then I met you, Jabin, and seems like a good community, so I got plugged in and really grew on me. Definitely just the atmosphere, the loving atmosphere that was around very drew me in.
One of my friends, she just called and said, I'm going to something at the BSU tonight. It's called Alpha, and she told me a little bit about it. And so I thought it would be interesting to go and see what it was about. So after I went to Alpha, I just kept coming, and then I started going to Challenge and just met a lot of people through the BSU and just started becoming more active in the activities.
The first time that I came to the BSU was at a Week of Welcome event, and I kept coming because I felt like I was accepted. My acceptance wasn't based on if I was a Christian or not, or any other lifestyle choices that I've made, and so I felt like I could bring friends no matter what their background was, and they would also be accepted. And I wanted to become a part of an organization that was accepting to everyone.
I keep on looking for some reason I should raise myself.
I have a lot of good memories here, just hanging out with people, especially a lot of freshman year. So a lot of good memories, but also for the future, like I said, the skills that I've learned, being bold in my faith, involving myself in a community of believers is going to be super important to me now that I know the value of that. And I think having learned how to be in the Bible every day through the Bible studies that I've done here is something that I really need to continue on, and it's not super easy to always be in the Bible and to get in there every day, and I'm not in there every day, but being at the BSU has taught me how to do that and created habits to do that, so that's something I definitely want to carry on.
I guess ever since I got here, you know, I got mentored by Michael Hughes when he was here. And, it just really, all the way through this, through my experience here at the BSU, God has just really used the people around me to show me what my flaws are and show me what my strengths are, and just help me to capitalize on the strengths, and just making me aware of the flaws has helped me in that way. A lot of great people and teaching me how to read the Bible and stuff like that has really helped me to tune into what God is telling me and to find out, you know, what He wants me to do in life. So definitely a lot of personal growth and a lot of attitude growth too, and just how I perceive people and in that way. I remember there being a time when, you know, I didn't think about God in one day, but now, like, you know, I pray, you know, every day, and I just am always growing in that relationship with Him, and I think that's one thing I don't want to ever forget, is that
I'm not as quick to judge anymore, I would think.
I just learned that I'm not afraid to try new things like I used to be.
I feel like before I came here, I had a lot of head knowledge, and I had been in community groups and been a part of Christian ministry. Wasn't so good at being open and honest and vulnerable and really walking through life with others and accepting grace and talking about struggles.
Some simple words were spoken, and I gratefully received. And just one prayer sprang up within me, and I started.
Some of the things that I will remember after I graduate are just all the friends that I've met here, and I will remember how far I've come in learning about God in the Bible. I will always remember when I got baptized here. I will also remember all the fun things we did, like going on the ski trip, the Alpha weekend, the Engaged weekend, and then the other things, just like playing Frisbee and playing games.
A relationship with God is an everyday thing, and it helps us grow if we spend every day with Him. Also having friends around me who believe the same things that I do and are willing to lift me up and love me in the ways that I need to be loved.
That's the coolest thing, to watch somebody like really come into this and start kind of on the edge, and like by the end of their time here, they're just fully into it. That's just incredible.
A big part of community group is to be open and honest and vulnerable and let people know where you're at and what you're going through, so that your community group can be just that, be a community that supports you and walks with you through whatever it is that you're going through, whether that's struggles or joys. And I think that through being honest and letting people in on your life, they can learn from you and also speak truth into areas that you don't see God moving and God changing you.
Clean, 'cause I need Jesus.
I would encourage everyone to get involved. Don't just come on Thursday nights when we have challenge. Be here, just hang out with people. All it takes is one time hanging out, during the day. Just come in and sit on the couch, and people will immediately be like, hey, how's it going? So just make yourself available to those people, and if you can get involved in helping cleaning, or just ministry opportunities like becoming a leader for community groups or whatever it may be called in the future years, just be involved.
I hope you guys can reach out to new people and let them experience some of the things we've all experienced at the BSU, and just keep trying, even though it's maybe hard at sometimes and you might feel like you're not reaching new people.
Don't let this time go to waste. First two years of my college experience were wasted caring about myself, and it's super important to take advantage of the time that you have here at the BSU, and know that what you do here can set the stage for what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So I would say don't take it for granted. Don't take leadership positions that are given to you, or community groups, or anything that are thrown at you here at the BSU for granted. Build that relationship with God.
Just stick with it. There's always ups and downs with everything, but this is such an important organization that it can't not be here, and the people involved are what make it work.
You have worth just because you're a person, not because you're athletic or you have a lot of biblical knowledge or you're pretty or anything else. You're just accepted because you're you. Being a Christian isn't knowing the right information. It's about knowing Jesus and what He did for you, and loving Him and saying, like, I want you to be Lord over my life. I want you to be in control. Remember to be open and honest and vulnerable, because I feel like that isn't something that's very common in community groups. A lot of times we're educated adults who want to know things and share information, and if that's all your community group is, then you're missing out on a big aspect of your life. I think the first thing is to make time for God. you're always being pulled towards different things. If you don't make time for God, then before you know it, the day will be over. And I also think that it's really important to be where you're at when you're there, and it's getting harder and harder to do that. I just think that when you're at church, be at church, and when you're in community group, be in your community group. When you're with your friends, be with them. Don't be texting everyone or getting on Facebook, or like, just be where you're at when you're there. Participate in what's going on around you.
All the hearts who are content, and all who feel unworthy, and all who heard with nothing left, will know that you are holy, and we.
It's been awesome, so thank you.